lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a spring haul from Bath and Body Works. I'm very excited to show you guys the new collections from the Brunch Champagne collection in terms of the mists and the new scents for the candles. Very excited because I really enjoy pretty much most of the scents. Alright, so I'm just going to start off with these two. This is the Spring Brunch Champagne collection, I believe, and there's 4 in total, and I only purchased 2 that I like just because I wasn't a huge fan of the other 2. So the ones that I got were Whipped Berry Meringue and Peach Prosecco Macaron. I did not like the Pear Crème Brule just because it just didn't feel like it went well together to my nose. It was very sour and toasty, if that makes sense. I'm not a fan of like cookie, graham cracker, or anything that's like biscuits in terms of the scents. I'm not a fan of. For example, Mary Cookie, I don't like on myself in terms of body care, but I do enjoy the candle line, just to give you guys an idea. Bubbly Rosé was way too tart, sour, and just not sweet and very fizzy, if that makes sense. It was nothing that I would like on myself, so I was like a huge pass on that. I'm not going to purchase that because I really didn't like it. However, this stole my heart here, guys. Whipped Berry Meringue, gorgeous scent. I know it's a dupe to Boardwalk Taffy, I think. Boardwalk Taffy, yeah. I don't have that, never smelled it before, so if you already have it, skip on this one. But if you don't, run and get this because I think this is such a gorgeous scent. It smells expensive for what it is. It's just beautiful. I was kind of, worried about the blueberry. I think that's in terms of the notes. It has, fresh berries, whipped sugar, and fluffy vanilla. It kind of smells like a blueberry in terms of the berry itself. I love this one. It smells pretty like good quality, high end for a fragrance mist, to be honest. And I did end up spraying this last night, and the dry down almost made me realize it kind of reminded me of Kayali Vanilla. Like the dry down was almost very similar. Like the DNA of the dry down was almost identical, except this is slightly fruitier. I enjoyed it. I feel like if you were to layer this with Kayali Vanilla, that would be a great combination. I thought about that later, but yeah, this is amazing. So that was one of my top favorite of the line. Peach Prosecco, it was okay. I don't love it, but I like it. I do enjoy peach scents, but I'm not sure if I will keep this just because it just smells very basic. It smells like a fizzy peach cocktail. Exactly, to put it in those words, that's exactly what it reminds me of. So the notes for the Peach Prosecco, we have Peach Prosecco, vanilla cream, and macaron cookie. The cookie, I don't get at all, actually. I'll be honest, I don't get the cookie at all, which I'm okay with, but vanilla cream, it's not creamier by any means. I feel like it's just, all I get is just Peach Prosecco. Yeah, Peach Prosecco, that's it. Very tart, a light, airy, tart peach. If you want me to compare this to Winter Peach Marshmallow, I find that the Winter Peach smells much more creamier and sweeter, and I actually really enjoy that one. This one just smells way too basic, just like a airy, fizzy, tart peach. That's all you get from this. Very linear, nothing else going on. So I don't know if I like it, but if you are obsessed with peach scents, then you will probably enjoy this. On the other hand, the packaging is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. Yeah. I think it reminds me of like a vintage classy vibe going on. It almost reminds me of like an 80s home wallpaper, those vertical lined wallpapers. It's timeless and beautiful, so they really did an amazing job in the packaging. I love it so much. But yeah, that is Whipped Berry Meringue and Peach Prosecco Macaron. Next we have Fresh Coconut and Cotton. This is from the laundry line, I believe, laundry collection. And then there's another one called White T-shirt. Apparently that's such a highly raved scent, and it didn't come back after so many years. I don't know about it, but when I did end up sniffing it, in store, it was way too fresh for me. It reminded me just straight up from like what you would smell in a downy fabric dryer sheet, very basic. I didn't really smell the pear. I think it has pear in terms of the notes. I didn't smell that. It was just way too basic and like a dryer sheet. So maybe I should have given it more of a chance, just because I feel like I didn't really pay attention too much, just because it was very, very fresh and I wasn't a fan of it just to put on myself. But I feel like I might end up returning this one and getting white t-shirt. However, the other one, which is this fresh coconut and cotton, is amazing. I love it so much. I think it's a perfect combination of freshness with another note, and I feel like the coconut is just perfect, you know, pairing with the cotton. If you want me to describe the coconut, it's not one of those like sunny, bright, extra sweet, beachy coconut. It's not. Picture like the dryer sheet with coconut in it, if that makes sense. It's very fresh. It's not too sweet, but it's sweeter than the white t-shirt for sure. I feel like the white t-shirt could almost be unisex, and I just don't like wearing something like that. But this one, you know, it smells kind of sweet but fresh at the same time. I drenched myself in this last night and it was so nice. The next morning I was still able to smell it on my shirt. So I can tell you right off the bat, the quality and the lasting power of this is amazing. I think the whole line is really good, but I can't stop smelling this. I really, really like it so much. So if you guys are not a fan of coconut scents in general, give this one a try. You might end up liking it, but I will warn you, you smell the coconut, but it's a completely different version of a coconut that anything that Bath & Body came up with. Like, I know Summertime Surf has coconut in it. That's just coconut in your face, I feel like. But this one, it's beautiful. The freshness adds the perfect combination with the coconut or the cotton. I'm really liking this scent too. And lastly, I got Gingham Love. In terms of the other gingham lined mists, I think there's Gingham Gold. I wasn't a fan of that. If I'm not wrong, I think it smells like it has apple in it, the Gingham Gold. Wasn't a fan of that. And I know there's another version of this in blue. I did not like that just because it was way too citrusy for me, to the point where it was just fresh and citrus and it was too much. However, this one is beautiful. Like, it is so nice. It almost smells like a perfume. Perfume quality, smells high-end, smells expensive, way too good to be in a fragrance mist. That's what it smells like. Gorgeous. Let me read the notes. We have sugared red berries, blushing freesia, and rose meringue. I used to enjoy like just fruity scents, but at one point I started liking fruity scents mixed with some florals. I feel like it makes it much more beautiful and a little bit more mature and just nice. Overall, it doesn't smell basic to me, and this is what it is. It has a good bit mix of the berries and the fruitiness along with the florals, and over here it's rose meringue. Rose, I feel like it has to be done right for me to like it, and I do enjoy some rose scents. I love You're the One, and You're the One is completely different from this if you want me to compare it, actually, because this rose is much more soft and fluffy and just light overall, and it really blends with the berries. You're the One, I feel like it almost smells a little too mature, and I'm okay with that, but this one is much more sweeter. Like, I can see that this scent, like, anyone could like. It's a very likable scent. Someone super young, like who's 14 to like 50 or 60. It's such a nice scent that anyone can get away with. It is gorgeous. I know there's another version, like the blue Gingham Love. As I mentioned, it's way too citrus, but this is like high-end perfume quality, guys. I love it, and it's nothing like You're the One. You're the One is more muskier, and this is more, you know, fruity rose, if that helps. And I love the combination of the fruitiness with the floral going on, and it's beautiful. So out of the 4 mists that I got, I feel like this one and Whipped Berry Meringue are my top favorites out of the whole line in general. And this one obviously smells like Boardwalk Taffy. This one, I don't know what it smells like. I don't think it has a dupe in the Bath & Body Works line. If it does, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'm missing out, but that's my first time smelling something like that, so that is just gorgeous. And out of the 4, if I had to tell you which one's giftable or likable, I would say these two, especially this one. I feel like this one, people who are into floral scents will like it, who's into like gourmand in general will like it. You should really try this one out. Very underrated. I think this is the Valentine's Day edition one. Alright, so I'm gonna get into the candles. I got a bunch of candles, as you guys can see, because I love them all. They're very beautiful scents. I'm gonna start off with Lavender Marshmallow. Just to give you guys an idea, just because it says lavender and marshmallow, if I were to compare this with Fireside Flurries, just because I know this one also has pink lavender and toasted marshmallow, they're completely different, guys. So if you love Fireside Flurries and you think it's gonna smell anything similar, it does not, and I'll explain why. Let me just remind myself. Yes. It says for the notes here, it has fluffy marshmallow, touch of lavender, and fresh vanilla bean. It says a touch of lavender, but I smell more than a touch. I smell quite a lot of lavender in it, but the marshmallow's as equally strong, so it's still there. It's so yummy. It almost kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know Dunkaroos, or like, reminds me of the smell of a Rice Krispie square. It smells yummy, but with lavender, if that helps. So overall, I love this one. I haven't burnt this. The wax is just white, and the packaging, again, I think they did an amazing job. Just looks very pretty, like what you would find in a bakery shop, I guess. It reminds me of like a cupcake. But yeah, I really enjoy this one. Alright guys, so my battery died and I'm just continuing this video in the night, so I apologize if the lighting's a little off, but I'm going to continue with the candles. Next, let me go with this one. I love the packaging, by the way. Let's take a moment. I think it's beautiful, classy, and very pretty. Something like a cupcake, like bakery type. I guess that's what they're going for. So over here, we have Confetti Daydream. Again, another gorgeous lilac color. I love this color in general, so I'm really liking it. And this smells as pretty as it looks, guys. When I smell this, I don't know, I just instantly smiled. It just brought a smile to my face. This smells happy. It smells pretty fresh, definitely on the fresher side. Let me go over the notes. We have fresh raspberries, yes, and sparkling pear and pink lily petals. The perfect balance of the fruitiness and the floral in here, and the floral is such a pretty floral. It's very subtle, not too strong, soft. I did burn this yesterday for the first time, and it had a great throw, but the scent itself was soft, and I enjoyed that. You can even burn this in the washroom when you're taking a bath. I think this is a great scent for that, because it has that calming feeling about it. I don't know, I really enjoy this one. So that's Confetti Daydream. Yeah, so in this line, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's the Spring Brunch line again in the candles with the pretty lids. I'm sure you guys know already. There's another one called Positively Sweet. I was really looking forward to that one, but when I went in store, I had a sniff. I was just not impressed, because for me, I don't like chocolatey scents in general, and that just smelled like chocolate truffles. That's all I got, and I don't like that in any fragrance straight up, so I kind of had to put that away. So I did end up picking this one up, and pink Prosecco frosting. Alright, so out of the 5 candles that I did end up purchasing, the one that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like, and I was just kind of going back and forth, it would be this one, Springtime in Paris. But I'm glad I ended up purchasing it, just because I do enjoy it, just because it's a lot fresher and more citrusy, and I don't mind it in a candle, and I don't have anything like this, and I think it'll be very nice, you know, in the spring, or even as something to burn in the washroom, or when you're taking a bath. I think it's will be very nice and refreshing. But can we take a moment for the packaging? I think it's just gorgeous. I love the lid. This does retail for a little higher than the regular candle. Like, it is high quality. The lid is super heavy, and it has this rubber stopper, I think, just to kind of make it more airtight. And yeah, I really like it. It retails for, I think, $26.95 in, if you live in Canada, that's how much it retails for. But I did end up purchasing this on sale for $10 off, so around $16. So I think that was a great buy. But yeah, let me go over the notes. So we have soft peach, lotus blossom, and fresh bergamot. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really smell the peach like a lot. Like, it's not in your face, and I didn't even know it had peach in until like I really pick it up later as I smell it. But it's a very pretty citrusy, fruity, fresh scent. I think the lotus blossom really makes it very refreshing and nice, and it does have bergamot, so I think that's where the citrus comes from. But yeah, I really like the color. Everything about it's pretty, so that's it could be one of my favorites later in the future, but I haven't burnt it yet, so I'm very excited to see how that will burn. Alright, so pink Prosecco frosting. When I had a chance to sniff this, it reminded me pretty much, it almost smelled identical. Really, it smelled the same. I don't know if you guys have this. It's the holiday edition. Love Cotton Candy Champagne. That's exactly what this smelled like. But there's some very slight differences. I would say this one is much more sweeter and creamier. And this one, again, the same DNA of the scent, but this one is a little bit more fresher, and I can see why you will burn this in the spring. The reason why I still purchased it, it was just because I really enjoy the scent a lot. I am obsessed with this one in terms of the candle, not the body care, but this one, I think it'll be a great scent in the spring, because I see why this can be a little overly sweet during spring, and this, I think, is just a lighter, airier version of this, in my opinion. It almost smells identical, guys. So yeah, so if you already know how this smells like, and if you're not a fan, then I would say stay away from pink Prosecco frosting, because it almost smells identical with just a lighter, fresher touch to this. I'm just gonna go over the notes. The notes are completely different, so it's kind of interesting. We have pink sugared buttercream and fresh blackberries and chilled Prosecco. So I think the Prosecco and champagne, you know, kind of hits some similarities there, but yeah, it smells pretty similar, but again, lighter and fresher in this one, and this is more sweet, tart, and creamier. So yeah, that is pink Prosecco frosting. Next, we have pink lilac and vanilla. This smells so nice. I'm trying to like give you guys a good description, but this is almost a very powdery candle scent. It smells very powdery, and it almost has like that baby powder vibe to it. I don't, just a little bit, just a tad. It almost gives me that vibe. Let me know if you guys already have this and it kind of reminds you of that baby powder or baby cream, the Johnson & Johnson baby cream touch to it, and I don't know, but mixed with like flowers or the pink lilacs, and it makes it very nice and soft and powdery. I love it. So the notes over here, we have fresh lilac bouquets, dewy greens, and vanilla blossom. I definitely get the greens, but it's undertoned. It's not like too forward, but the rest, I think the vanilla and that lilac mixing together just makes this into a very pretty, soft, powdery spring scent. So if you don't like powdery scents, or yeah, you guys need to smell this, because I don't know, if you guys don't like that baby powder or lotion touch to it, then you might not like this, because that's what this reminds me of now that I think of this, and I'm okay with it, but it has a good punch of that lilac and that floral touch to it, so I think it's very, very pretty. So yeah, that is it for the candles. I am very excited to burn these. I've already burnt this one and I love it so much. And that is it for the spring 2022 collection from what I had purchased. And again, I only purchased the ones that I do like or did enjoy. I didn't purchase all of it, but I think if there's one change I would do in terms of like the mists, I will end up returning the peach Prosecco and end up getting the white t-shirt, just because I feel like I might end up liking the white t-shirt later down the line and I don't want to regret not getting it. And this one just smells like a basic peach scent, and I don't get any cookie or macaroon vibes from this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my haul. I am very excited to share my individual reviews on these products so I can compare it to any scents that's already been there in the past, so you guys get a better idea. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to share more. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day and see you next time. Bye.